Demar Derozan, the truth. We all know what he did in Chicago or what he didn't do, what got cut premature, but he's headed to Sacktown. But that's neither here nor there. We all know two USC products. Shout out to Juju Watkins. We all know she is going to take the women's game to the next level. We see what Caitlin is doing. We see what Angel is doing. She's that next, crap here, ladies and gentlemen. So you better look out for Juju Watkins. The Kings, DeMar DeRozan. I repeat, he signed. What was it? It was a three-team sign and trade. Pardon me. It was a big time deal that brought him to Sack. He will be coached by Mike Brown. But nonetheless, man, this is some big time stuff, man. I think that he's teaching Juju Watkins pretty much the art of the mid range. We all
Yes.
know DeMar DeRozan is just impeccable. He's like Kobe from mid range, then a Michael Jordan from range. I'm just hypothetically speaking, but this guy is the truth. All jokes aside, man, and Debo, he earned that name. We're gonna break this down and figure out what does this mean. With two USC products in the lab. Let's get to it, Chief. What's your thoughts on this breaking news?
Well, first of all, I like to see this, especially with the men's and women's game coming together. The brothers and the sisters. They're giving each other's gems in game. Kobe did the same for Candace. Kobe taught Candace Parker some footwork and everything, and she was there learning. She didn't feel like she was too good to learn from him. And this for Juju, Lord have mercy. It's like she get that mid. See, because the women's game is not quite the same as the men's game yet. Eventually, I think with the arrival of Caitlin Clark, the analytics and those things which kind of dominate the NBA game will seep over to WNBA game. But the WNBA game, in my opinion, is still more a traditional old school type game. Bigs dominate the WNBA. Bigs and mid range type players. They have a few 3-point shooters, but it is a bigs league in the WNBA, in my opinion. So for Juju to be learning the mid range magic from one of the masters of the mid range will help her tremendously to continue her college, and she'll be prepared when she comes to the NBA. Kobe, may rest in peace. I see this, and it just makes me think about what Kobe would be doing with Gigi. Like, I could see it, Gigi getting taller. I could see Kobe having sessions like this with Gigi. She's had them. He has had them with her already, but it's just I really it is what it is. Only the Most High knows and everything. But I would have loved it. But this just reminds me of that type of thing, and Juju get into her bag, to continue the excitement of great talent that is drawing people into the WNBA. The future of the WNBA looks very good. Like,
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that, man. What about the future of the Sacramento Kings? How big of a move was this? Are you excited about this for DeRozan, or did you want to see something different? Talk to me.
oh boy, it's like, okay, you got Fox, DeRozan, and Sabonis is going to be the big three there. Now, they were highly ranked. They did pretty good last year, but like Ja is back, and he got Klingon as his no Edie. Edie is his center, and they're building up Ja, Bane, Gigi Jackson, Jared, and the Kings. The West is so stacked. Like, it's like Zion. Have you seen how fit Zion is looking? I mean, so is with so DeBar in any other time, I would say yes, but I hate to say it, Flight. I think they need one more piece if they're gonna keep up. It's just Ant is fresh off a gold medal. He on Demon Time. They're looking to roll the red carpet out to him. 25 national televised games. It's a different vibe going into next year, Flight, especially in the West.
You're absolutely right about that, man. I want to get back into Caitlin Angel. What do you think about them building, the foundation of this new age women's game that is just it's packing out arenas? I mean, it's unbelievable.
Right.
What does Juju add to the next step that these women are doing now?
Man, she'll just, I mean, you insert her into a WNBA with AJ Wilson already cooking. Caitlin, of course, is the darling, and Angel as well. You add her into the mix. Now you got three like magnets. You understand what I'm saying? For like three magnets that not only do they have the skill, but in order for it to grow, they have to have the marketing behind it. It is what it is. There may have been skilled players in the past. Not since not since Candace Parker have I seen this type of activity and zeal for the WNBA in terms of marketing. Although we had great ones, I'm not saying there wasn't great ones after Candace, but the talent along with the charisma and the marketability is what makes sports go, bro. So Juju has the skill, but she got that pizzazz. You can feel it already. Caitlin Clark got the pizzazz already, and even around her fan base, in my opinion, there's support. Some of it is zealotry on that side. Same with Angel Reese. Reese Pieces deal. You know what I'm saying? Now, finally, I'm kind of surprised it took this long, but she got a Reese's Pieces deal. She's coming up. She has a grimy game, a developing game. He's not completely polished. So you're going to watch her. She's coming in, as a traditional big, and soon her game will go from inside and is creeping out. Spoon got her shooting that jumper. She's beginning to get more confident with her jump shot. So she's starting to step out and shoot it. I expect that to continue into the season, going to the next, and so she can be a more versatile big. But things like that take time. So, and Caitlin in Boston, my goodness, I love that combination. That inside out, Aaliyah Boston is a beast. I love watching her. So it's like, again, is I like what I'm seeing with the WNBA. I'm beginning to dip my toe into that area. I did one piece of content on it. I'm going to look forward to doing more, because it's exciting, and the players coming in are, they got a pizzazz to them, and enough to draw people in, whether you love or hate, that's what it's about.
You're right about that. It's all about a growing evolution of the league, man, and we all here to support it, man. It's Flight Sports. Shout out to Tribe Sports. We all know what's going on. Shout out to the Chief. We're gonna be back with y'all. It's Flight Sports TV. Peace and